back with Nick, and instead of pipes this time, we have cigars.
These are tobacco rolled in sticks.
It's so weird.
It's really
Where's
bizarre.
the pipe?
Yeah.
That you're supposed to smoke it out of.
What to do with it? But.
So, we have CAO's La Traviata.
Traviata.
And one of my favorite operas, and written by Verdi. And much like the brindisi, which means toast in Italian, we're going to have a little bit of cognac along with it. These are, I've had these before and I just love them. The very solid construction. I always get an even burn off of these. And they have this kind of mild, medium-bodied flavor that's just perfect every time. Or I think CAO rather really knocked it out of the park with this one. So we're gonna light these up. Tell you what we think. All right, let's do it. We'll be back in a bit. We are in the first third of the cigar.
I would say the first eighth.
The first eighth.
Cigar. But that is in the first third. You're right.
And might I preface this with I am not a cigar expert, but I'm gonna give my impressions.
We are, however, experts on pipe.
We're pipe people who are venturing into new territories in tobacco, and my first impression is that the wrapper is nice sheen to it, nice oily. It almost tastes sweet when I put it on my lips. There's a small amount of bitterness at the very beginning, but that tapered down really quickly, and now it's just kind of a smooth, mild smoke.
I just got a hint of the cedar actually that we used to light. So you just caught kind of one of those spicy notes out of this, and it's
there's a little bit of spiciness out of it. Yeah, it's definitely smooth though, and
very smooth.
When it hits the center, I know that when it develops a little bit more, I know I'm in for a treat, because these never fail to give me exactly what I'm looking for out of a cigar. So we'll be back around midway through. So getting a little bit of maybe roast nuts at the moment, but we'll be back in a bit.
Impressions now that we're about third way in.
I'm just getting kind of a smooth, creamy smoke that I knew I was going to get, because I've had this before and it's just an amazing cigar. I've smoked this is about the third time I've smoked this, and it's always been pretty perfect. The burns pretty even, leaves kind of a circular ash. It's not difficult in that regard, because the construction is always really top notch.
Oh shit! Top notch indeed.
What was the wrapper again? We came into this very uninformed.
Like Ecuador Habana wrapper, something like that.
Something like that. The Cameroon binder. I don't know. What was the fillers, man?
Nicaraguan and Dominican from the, what did it say, Puerto Nuevo farm or something like that. I don't know what any of these things mean. I'm just repeating what I just read about it. I know nothing about cigars.
We came into this very uninformed. We just looked up what's actually in it, and I'm just getting a really just medium-bodied, just wonderful smoke. It's just I can't tell you how smooth it is, and I'm not an experienced cigar smoker by any stretch of the imagination. I've had a few cigars here and there, but this is just absolutely delightful. Just really smooth, not harsh at all, and pairs perfectly with the cognac here. I can't like this anymore. This is one of my favorites, and I know you smoke a few other cigars. Maybe someday I'll say something else is my favorite. But from the stuff I've had from CAO, I like this and the CAO Italia. Those are great too. Well, I think those might be a little stronger than this, a little more full body, but this is just delightful. Just my speed, I guess, because it's a medium body.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd want anything a lot heavier than this yet at this stage in my cigar smoking career.
I want to say I had a Sancho Panza once that was stronger than this. And anybody listening to this review should probably take it with a
huge amount of salt.
Huge grain of salt, because I mean, is not an expert by any stretch of the imagination.
We're pipe guys.
These are my impressions, and we're more pipe people because we're poor.
Oh yeah, we were just discussing that these at about, I don't know, $5 a stick, something around there.
It was like $5.
A little more than that.
Change, yeah.
You can buy a quarter pound of bulk pipe tobacco for the price of 2 of these, and that is gonna, I mean, the frequency with which we smoke, that would last us a good
years.
A lot.
It'll last years.
It'll last a long time.
Long time. Maybe not years.
Maybe not years, but months for certain.
Depends on the year. Bad year, that thing's going down.
It's true.
Quick.
But anyway, we might check in with you at the end when we're for the finale.
Let you know how the cigar is as it develops.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
Well, we are back for the very end of our cigars here, playing the Brindisi from La Traviata.
Appropriately.
Libiamo. Anyways, so I'm getting a small amount of maybe a little bit of bitterness at the end. A little bit of, there's a weird kind of, I almost say like mintiness at the very end. It's a little strange.
Somebody described a black pepper kind of flavor, and that I can definitely detect that.
That I'm getting big time. Getting a little spicier. Definitely not as creamy as it was in the beginning. Oh man, all good things must come to an end.
Placido Domingo here must sing about how sad it is. And
that's a brindisi. That's not sad at all, man.
I don't know what.
Libiamo means let's libate, which
we should do that.
We are doing.
Mine seemed to have hit a soft spot or something. Now, I could chalk it up to the cigar maker, but I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So it's very possible that I did this myself, but it's still quite enjoyable.
So yeah, but that middle portion, oh man,
that was heavy.
That was something else. I still have good, fond memories of it, and it's what keeps me coming back to these cigars time and time again. So we're gonna sign off with a little bit of La Traviata here, and un brindisi a voi, a toast to all of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.